hop on here real quick and encourage y'all with what the Lord encouraged me with this morning from just my quiet time with him. Yesterday, I was just having a moment where the words that the Lord gave to me this morning, I really got weary in the waiting, kind of in this season of life, which we'll catch up on in this vlog. I don't have a job. I don't have a job lined up, and I'm a little unsure of what's next, kind of what I should be doing. I've been taking some leaps of faith and some steps out on faith with content and all the things, but still not 100% sure where it may go, if it's exactly what God wants me to do and all the things. And so I started to get a little bit encouraged with my content. If you follow me on TikTok, I've been pretty consistent with my content on this second half of the summer. And I just started to have a moment where, God, what is going on? Like, what should I really be doing? What is going to come of this? Is anything going to come of this? Am I wasting my time? Maybe I do need to just apply for a job. And so I really got to that point where I shared this on a TikTok. So if you follow me on TikTok, you probably already heard this a little bit, but I feel like I just stepped out of that place of being okay in the waiting with God. Because in the beginning, it's easy to wait because it's new, it's fresh, there's kind of this excitement to it. You're hopeful, there's all this hope and all that for the unknown and all these things. And so I feel like I just stepped out of that place of being like, yeah, I'm gonna wait on the Lord and he's good and I know he has a plan and all these things. I just took that first step out of that place to where now I'm like, okay, the waiting was cute, but I was expecting something by now. I was expecting to see some other type of fruit, because there has been fruit, but it hasn't been the fruit that, even though I said I was going to trust the Lord and let him be in control, I still in my mind somewhere created an idea of what I wanted it to be. I made up in my mind what the outcome of my waiting would be, even though I made it seem as if I'm gonna just trust the Lord and whatever comes of it, like I know it's him and all the things. And I know that that's just common, and I'm trying to get out of that place. I want to truly trust the Lord and surrender to the Lord, not say that I'm doing those things, but still kind of make up in my mind what the result of my surrender and my trust will be. It's funny because the day before yesterday, I was out and about and I was in the car and I said like, hey Siri, play something I like. And I was expecting it to play like, you know, R&B, hip hop, okay, something.
Here's a station just for you on Apple Music.
I'm screaming. But I was expecting it to play like R&B or something like that, but it actually played Wait on the Lord by Dante Bowen, I think. Is it Maverick City Music? I don't know, but wait on the Lord, he will renew your strength. So wait, I say. So it played that, and I kind of laughed, and I was like, oh, okay. At first, I was gonna turn it. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna skip it, but I ended up letting it play, and I really came into a place of worship where I just worshiped to the Lord. And you know, I listened to that song, and honestly, after that song went off, I didn't listen to anything else. And then yesterday happened where I got weary. And so God is so funny. He has such a sense of humor, because then the day after I started to feel that weariness, and you know what came to mind? That song, he will renew your strength. So wait, I say. And so yesterday that kind of came up in my spirit a little bit. That made me feel a little bit better. I literally had a moment yesterday where I just like yelled out to the Lord, and my husband heard me and he probably thought I was playing, but I was so serious, where I was just like, Jesus, like, and that made me feel better. The name of Jesus shift things. Like literally, sometimes that's all you got, and that's enough to make things start shifting in me. Not making God shift or move, because he's gonna do what he's gonna do regardless, but to make a shift in my spirit and in my heart. And so as I woke up this morning, that song came back to me. They will mount up on eagles. They will mount up on wings like eagles and soar. That's what came up to me this morning. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to read that. And so if you don't know that verse, they will mount up on wings like eagle and soar, comes from Isaiah 40. It comes from Isaiah 40, but it's verse like 31. And so at first I was just going to read the last, or I found out that it was the last few verses. I was just going to read that. But then I saw the title of the entire chapter, which says God's people comforted. I tell you, it was so rich, and it literally left me feeling so comforted. It left me feeling so encouraged, because it began to just talk about really just the vastness and the faithfulness and the power of who God is. And it was really one of those moments of like, let me remember who I serve. Let me remember who my Father is, you know? And I'm gonna just share some of the verses that I highlighted. He stretches out the heavens like thin cloth and spreads them out like a tent to live in. And a note that I put is, it's easy for him. Like that detail of it being a thin cloth. If you think of a thin cloth, it's easy to toss a thin cloth. It's either easy to pick it up. Like, it's not hard to do anything. And so that just speaks to the power of who God is, that if this is saying that he picks up the heavens of the earth, like a thin, fragile, I mean, it makes me think of like this tissue right here. Like, this is the heavens to God, and he just picks it up and lays it down like it's nothing, because it is nothing for him. And so that was just so good to me. He brings out the stars by number. He calls all of them by name. It says he never becomes faint or weary. There is no limit to his understanding. And another thing that I highlighted, it says, and this was in there twice, it says, do you not know? Have you not heard? This first one says, do you not know? Have you not heard? Has it not been declared to you from the beginning? Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the whole earth. And just after reading that and also just sitting with that, I literally feel renewed and filled up. And so it's not only a reminder, I always laugh and say, like, God really be knowing what he's talking about. And it's like, we know that, but again, sometimes we need that reminder that he really do know what he be talking about. So when he says that, like, we have to write the word on our hearts, that we need it, like, it's our daily bread. We need it every single day. Like, that is so true. It's not a lie, because every single day our flesh is ready to veer off to the left and start believing something else, and to forget who he is, to forget his character. And so I really did just leave this moment so encouraged with where I am, even though it's not exactly what I want it to be when it comes to money. And that's the main thing, is money. It's just like, I'm not unhappy with where I am, because some of the things that I've been able to do in this new season is the fruit that I prayed for in other seasons. And so it's mainly the money thing. It's just like, it ain't happening. And so it's just like, Lord, you know, what is this? But I remember a couple months ago, one of my prayers being, I want to love God more than anything else. And there was a song that went viral around this time, and it was called What a God. And it was by some like worship collective, or maybe a college, I can't remember. And one of the lyrics, it was like, if the highest place I reach is at your feet, then I have it all. There was another verse that says something along the lines of, if I only hear your voice and never see your hand, like, will that be enough? Or something along those lines. And I remember that just falling so heavily on me, of like, what would it be like to live a life like that, where if all I ever got was the comfort of the Lord's voice, that he is my Father, he is the creator of the universe, that he will meet my needs. Like, will that be enough for me? If my dreams don't come true, if I don't get the life that I've dreamed of, like, would God be enough for me? Like, how can and that became a prayer of like, God, I want to be in a place where just you are enough for me. Not you're enough for me when I'm making the money, when I got the career, when I can do the shopping, when I can do this, and when I can do that, and when my life looks like this, then you will be enough for me. No, I want you to be enough. I want to be so full on just who you are that I'm satisfied. I want to be satisfied in the Lord. And so I feel like that's where God is bringing me. I can honestly say he has brought me to that place. But of course, my flesh the kitchen gets a little hot and I'm still human. There's still that friction between the flesh and the spirit. And now my flesh is trying to stir up and try to convince me that God isn't enough, actually. Maybe he's not. Yeah. That's just where I am. And I think the last thing that I left my time with, God is still good. He's always been good. He's never not been good. It's so easy to say that God is good when things are going great. But when it comes to these moments where you're a little bit weary, maybe a lot bit weary, to remember that he is still good. And all I could do was think about the goodness of where I am right now. Like, I'm healthy, our bills are paid, we have food, we ain't hungry, we ain't on the street, we ain't on our way to being on the street. Like, I'm able to get my hair done. Y'all gonna see that in this vlog. And so it's like, girl, you may not have it all, but you still have more than enough. It's my birthday month. God willing, I will make it to the 26th. Like, I'm speaking that. Like, I have lived to see another month, another day, another hour, and another year. Like, that is a gift. And just how quickly we can forget that those things are gifts, and those things mean more than the money you make. You know, I'm in my right mind. God kept me, y'all. And we'll probably catch up, you know, in this over the next few vlogs or whatever. But when I tell you that the Lord kept me in the last season of life and has literally brought me to new life in this new season, because it was hard. I was in the trenches. I was down bad. I was struggling. I can't tell y'all enough that the Lord is a keeper. And so I understand what the church mothers used to mean when they said that the Lord has kept me. The Lord has kept them. I think I also left this moment being encouraged that, like, sometimes all you need to do is read a chapter. Or sometimes all you need to do is read a verse and just meditate on it. You ain't got to read through a whole book every time you pick up your Bible. You, like, just meditate on something. Chew on something. Don't skip it. And I'm talking to myself, because there's so many days that, again, I'll get caught up in, I don't feel like it, or I don't know what to read. Read something. Read something. It doesn't matter if you think that what you open up to relates to where you are right now, or if it has anything to do with where you are right now. That's the problem. We get too caught up in me. Does this relate to me? Does this help me with where I am? Does this give me clarity, answers, whatever, insert the thing. It's just all about us. But if we open our Bibles with a heart and a lens of what does this tell me about God, we will always leave with something. We will always leave with something to chew on, with some type of new knowledge of who God is, if we open our Bibles that way. Hey vlog, we are about to get ready and head out. We as in me and you. So I guess it is still we. I need to make a couple stops. I need to go by the grocery store. I need to go to Walmart to pick up a few things. And so I'm about to get dressed. I want to wear these shorts. It's very gloomy outside, which is sad because the sun isn't out, but it's good because it means that it's not that hot outside. Even though I'm making pretty quick stops, not doing much, I really want to like do something not extra, because it's not extra. I'm trying to wear my clothes, and I'm just trying to make sure that I do things that make me feel good, because that's really important. So even though this run to the store does not call for the type of outfit I'm gonna put on, I don't care. One of the main things I want to go to Walmart for, Bloom has these probiotic sodas, and I picked up one a few weeks ago that I just like came across. I didn't know that they had these, and it was a strawberry lemonade one. I usually drink the poppy ones, but I wanted to try the Bloom because I know they have energy drinks, but I've never been interested in trying their energy drinks. But I love a good probiotic soda, so I picked it up and I got one, and y'all, it was so good. It was even better than the poppy one. It was really, really good. So I'm gonna go pick up a few of those because I've been wanting like a cute drink, but I've been trying to not drink a lot. Not that I drink a lot in the first place, but just trying to avoid alcohol with my fitness journey. I'm not trying to drink too much alcohol, including wine and all that, but I do love me a cute drink. So I'm gonna pick a few of those up, and then I have a few other just little knickknacks, small things that I need to get while I'm there. Get my top. I'm between two tops right now. Originally, the outfit that I had in mind would be with this black bodysuit, but now I'm kind of like, do I want to just wear this kind of slim fitting t-shirt? Which I got this t-shirt from Walmart. It's a brand called Scoop. And when I tell you that this brand, I was actually thoroughly impressed by some of their pieces. They have a lot of like good basics. They also have some bodysuits, but I wasn't looking for that at the time. But they have these perfect little t-shirts. They kind of remind you, not exactly, but it puts you in the frame of mind of the little Skims t-shirt, because it's very fitted. It looks good with like a pair of jeans or something like that, but it will also be a good piece to layer come fall. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna stick with my bodysuit. One thing to know about me, girl, I do not button up my bodysuits unless it's like absolutely necessary. And when is it ever necessary? I tuck this thing right on in, call it a day. So that's it. It's, I mean, super simple. I might put on a little belt if I can find it. Yeah, put on my jewelry. This is nothing new to y'all. Literally nothing has changed. My Coach necklace, diamond studs. I need to get some more studs soon because these are a little bit old. I always get some around my birthday, so yeah, it's about time. I get them from the beauty supply store, and let me tell you something, baby, these things gets the job done. It ain't real, but they don't tarnish. They don't turn my ears green. I don't run into them kind of problems. So if it ain't broke, I ain't finna try to fix it, okay? And then for a scent, I've actually picked up a lot of perfumes on the front end of this summer. Earlier this summer, I picked up Finery's Midnight Cafe, which smells really good. I think the comparison is Black Opium. Opium? Yeah, opium. Girl, I was gonna say opioid. Definitely not that. By, girl, I don't even know who that's by. I see the bottle in my head, but I can't remember. But it's supposed to be kind of a dupe, similar, I don't know. And then my first, like, I would say probably this is my first like big girl bottle of perfume. I got the Victor and Rolf, the Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. When I tell you, this smells divine. It smells so good. It's coconut, but it also has a little bit of mango in it, so it's a perfect summertime scent. Honestly, I should put this on because I have not wore it since kind of earlier this summer, so we actually probably will go ahead and put this on. But I've also, girl, I done picked up so much like body care over the summer. We gonna get into that a little bit later. Even though I said I'm not going too many places, I do have a few other things to do today. I have a partnership that I need to film, hopefully if it comes. The tracking said that it was supposed to come today, so it should be here today, but you know how it is. But honestly, I need to work on the concept for that video because I have not done that at all, actually. Care is a black owned like perfume fragrance company that I found on TikTok through a Alexis Wilkerson. Found this through her, and this is the Mango Harmony perfume oil. So I got the little discovery kit because obviously I didn't know like what I wanted, so I didn't want to get a full size of anything, but they all smell so good, and they're a great lineup to have for literally all of the fragrances that I own, so it's worked out perfectly. So I think I'm just gonna hit my post points with this, and then same thing with this, because I actually don't think I feel like being bothered with no body oil right now, because I am trying to get out of here. And getting your hair done today. Oh, that's a huge pivot. I had a hair appointment scheduled for Sunday at 8 a.m. and she just texted me asking, do I want to come today? Hey vlog, just finished up my retie, like literally just left her house and just pulled up to the grocery store. First of all, First of all, get into it. And look how full my hair is. Y'all see my hair done dropped, okay? It has been like 4 months since I seen y'all on here. And so, girl, the locks have dropped, baby. They sit on my shoulders now. Girl, get out of here. Let me tell you something about Deasia. We'll be back. We'll be back because, first of all, that was the fastest retie I have ever had. And I've only went to 2 other people outside of her. She makes the 3rd person who I've went to. Girl. And let me tell you something. That 3-point rotation is tea. It eats. The first loctician that I was going to, that y'all saw like some vlogs ago, obviously from the earlier this year, I went to her twice. And I had to stop going to her because she was combining my locks, and I ain't like that. It felt shady. Like, she would tell me that, oh, I'm gonna combine these 2 because they're a little small, blah blah blah, I don't want them to break off. But then after my appointment, I would find locks in different parts of my head where she did not inform me that she was going to combine my locks. I don't like that. Just talk to me about it. It's my head. You know what I'm saying? Let me decide if I want you to keep combining locks in my head. And so after I went to her again, and she did the same thing, because she did that at my very first appointment with her, told me like, oh, I'm gonna lock these. They were, I specifically remember, they were locks in the back of my head. She was like, oh, I'm gonna combine these. But then after my appointment, I found some like up here towards the front of my head on this side that were combined, that she did not tell me that she was going to combine. When you're not upfront about it, that's where I think that you're being sneaky. That's where the problem comes in. If you were honest with me and you told me every time you were going to combine a lock, then maybe we could talk. But when you're doing stuff without my knowledge, you're being sneaky. So she did that at my very first appointment that I had with her. And I was like, okay, I'm going to let her slide this first time. Like, you know, whatever. Came to my second time going to her, my second retie with her, she did the same thing. I said, yeah, this will be my last time coming to you. And when I got up out that chair, I took them combined locks down. And when I went to the next person, she didn't say nothing about combining my locks. And actually, the lady that I went to the last time before we left Memphis, when I told her like, hey, let me know if you're going to combine any locks. Let me know every time you feel the need to combine a lock. Don't just tell me once and then do as many as you want. No, tell me each time you're about to combine a lock. And she was like, well, your lock, none of your locks need to be combined. And she was like, even the ones that I see, because there was like one that I left combined because I think I caught it too late or whatever. And she was like, you know, I don't get why there were locks combined, because you have some real itty bitty locks. And I was like, exactly. I thought the same thing. When I found some of the locks that the previous girl had combined, but then I found ones way smaller in my head that weren't combined, that's how I know you did it, because you was being lazy. You wanted to hurry up. I don't know. Maybe she was using her proper judgment, but it didn't seem that way to me. Anyway, that's my whole soapbox. It's so full. She was like, girl, it is so full. She also was like, girl, you got some thick hair. You don't think I know that? Why do you think I got these? Because, girl, exactly, it's thick and that has its advantages, but baby, when it's time to detangle and all that, it's not fun. Y'all see where we at? We at Aldi, finna run in here and get a few things, and we gonna get moving, because I don't know if y'all can see it on the window, but it's a few little droplets. I ain't trying to get caught in no rain. Yeah, just a few things. Sweet and dill relish the same thing? Oh, never mind. It's back here in the cut. Here for a few things. My husband needs an ice pack. I need toothpaste, toothbrush heads, batteries for my toothbrush. I need a candle, and I came in here to get some of the Bloom Pro or prebiotic sodas. So just a few things, shouldn't be in here long. If I can find this ice pack though. I think I'm in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where that would be at, so let's figure that out. They should be right here, but I don't see it. They got that, but I don't see. This is what I'm looking for, but I don't see that. Oh no. Well, yeah, maybe it is this one. This thing beat up though. I ain't getting this one. But this is the right one. We just need to find a good one. Girl, all these things is beat up. That probably mean people was returning them. Or I wonder if I should get this one. They think somebody finna pay $30 for that? $20 for that? No ma'am. I'm gonna get these Equate ones. Hope it works the same. I think I'm gonna try this flavor. This is the one I got last time and I really liked it. So I'm gonna get that one. And then I wanna try one of the Shirley Temple ones. I'm gonna try this one too. Even though I'm not a huge cherry person, but I wanna try it. Girl, since when they had a great value, but I do not mind if I do. Yes, ma'am. Much cheaper, because batteries, girl, batteries are too expensive. It's actually kind of crazy. Hey vlog, happy Sunday. I am on my way to pick us up some lunch because we are obviously hungry and we don't have much food at the house that doesn't take time to be prepared, and that's just not something we've been on top of in this season. So I'm headed to Chipotle because we're still trying to make, you know, some good choices and decisions on what we do eat. So I'm going to pick that up. We haven't really been doing too much today at all. I was supposed to go to church this morning. My friend invited me to a church that I told her I had wanted to try out and visit as we're searching for a new church, but she got called into work and it was supposed to be raining or whatever. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass too, because also my husband wasn't going because he hasn't been doing too well. He had an injury that he's kind of getting over, and so I just didn't want to go by myself, especially being a new church. And so anyway, we didn't end up going, so I stayed at home. I did end up watching that church online though, and it was pretty nice, so I am looking forward to going in person sometime soon. And while I was doing that, I took my nails off because one of them popped off the other day when I was vlogging. I think maybe while I was in Walmart or something, girl, I don't know. All I know is when I got back in the car after running around in the store, my nail was gone. My pinky nail on this hand was gone. And so I was like, you know what? That's fine. Perfect timing. Because I was taking them off anyway because they were starting to like peel and like, you know, do all the things. But they lasted me a nice little minute. They lasted me about 2 weeks, which was great. It took like an hour to soak them off. And I'm like big on soaking them off now because the last time I just ripped my nails off, I paid for it. And it hurt so bad. And one of my nails, like literally the nail bed got damaged really bad and it was bleeding and it was super painful. And so
I vowed after that, I was like, look, I'm just gonna have to make sure I got time to soak these nails off, because I'm not ripping my nails off ever again in life. So I'm glad to have gotten those off, and my nails look really, really good. They look really healthy. And so I'm gonna do my nails again tomorrow, because I have a couple collabs that I need to do where you will be able to see my hands. And so I just want to make sure that my nails look good, or it look decent. I don't like the way my natural nails be looking. They just be looking raggedy. So I'm gonna put me some nails back on. I bought me some more tips, which I'll show y'all in this vlog. But I bought me some more because the last ones I had, they were, y'all saw, like a white French tip, but I don't know what you would call it, but like the base of the French tip was more of like a brownish nude, and I just don't think that that looked very good with my skin tone and my skin complexion, because my nail beds are very light. They're a very, very light brown, and so having that darker brown for like the base of my French tip just did not look right. I didn't like it, and so I ordered, which I did not know that there were differences until, you know, after the fact. But I went back on Amazon and I looked to see if I could find like a nude French tip, and I was able to. Dang, I should have brought that. I needed to return it, and there's the Chipotle right there. I'm passing it up. Anyway, I done got off track. But yeah, I was able to go back on Amazon and see that they did have a nude French tip, and they came in the mail yesterday, and I think that's exactly what I need. And so I'm gonna do that. Girl, where is this dang on Chipotle now? Now I'm turned around. Girl, let me run in here and get our food, and yeah, I'll be back. Lord help us all.